University. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Asher Lind.
And I'm Alex Paviano. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
33-year-old Darlo Tolan was sentenced by a Whitman County judge to nearly 3 years in prison Friday after pleading guilty to arson. Pullman police arrested him in May for assaulting his girlfriend.
A study by WC researchers have found that sentences at private prisons are longer than their public counterparts. Gregor Gallianto and Ryan Rolla created a model showing that private prisons use lobbying and lower occupancy rates to extend sentences of prisoners. Since their creation in 1980, they have profited from government stipends while being run by private corporations.
Moscow saw its third protest in 4 days when about 100 people, most of whom were maskless, gathered in the City Hall parking lot. No one was arrested or cited, but a video surfaced depicting a man being punched after he threw coffee on another man. The video has over 5,000 views.
The hospital now requires a doctor's order to get tested for coronavirus. This is a change from the previous policy that allowed testing for everyone who wanted it. The Ready Care Respiratory Center will begin testing anyone with respiratory symptoms for coronavirus starting next Monday.
RYPIEN Medical Center in Moscow announced their positivity rate for coronavirus testing has risen to nearly 10% after reporting it to be just below 7% the last 2 weeks. 3 people have been hospitalized at RYPIEN for COVID-19, and officials say they will continue to provide updated testing.
It's no secret COVID is affecting public health, but what about our mental health? Murrow News 8 reporter Vane Fair spoke with faculty and students to learn more.
As the school year begins across the country, classrooms are moved to a virtual space, and students are feeling the impact.
Having to motivate myself to do this stuff is a big push for me, and that's kind of draining me a lot. And not physically going to classes and not physically going on campus too has definitely been a bummer.
Washington State University senior Chloe Gage says she expected the virtual classroom environment, but she didn't expect all of the baggage that comes with it. Students are realizing that Zoom University actually requires a great deal of responsibility. Gage says staying proactive during this time is one of the largest burdens she's experiencing.
As students are coming to terms with picking up the pieces of a school environment flipped upside down, professors and staff are also hurrying to adjust to the new normal.
In the classroom, I can always observe, and I can tell just by nonverbals, do I need to pick it up? Do I need to slow down?
Professor in the Department of Psychology at Washington State University, Paul Kwan, says he is trying to replicate the classroom experience the best that he can, while still being mindful of everyone's mental health.
But if you're sharing a small place with a big family, that could lead to feelings of embarrassment if there is a requirement to share video, or it could be disruptive when it's time to take an online exam.
Kwan says that virtual classrooms also bring up concerns like where students are living and if they have a good relationship with the people they live with.
It's a potential source of stress for some people, but not for others.
Students are still finding ways to make the best out of their school year at home.
I like hanging out with my friends as much as I can. Even if it's in the middle of me studying, I can just go pop in, say hi for 5-10 minutes, and just sit. I think that's definitely always a highlight of my day.
Lewiston-Nez Perce County Airport and Moscow Pullman Regional Airports have both been forced to adjust to decreased demand in recent weeks. Lewiston's airport has dropped one of its 3 round-trip flights to Salt Lake City, but increased capacity on the remaining 2. Lewiston has seen around 50% of last year's passengers, while Moscow Pullman has seen a small resurgence with over 2,000 passengers departing Pullman in August, a positive trend for that airport.
WSU Regents will not meet to address the $30 million loss to the partial loss of the fall athletic season. WSU Regents has postponed the meeting for 2 weeks to revise the Cougar Athletics budget. WSU Senate Majority Leader Andy Billig stated that the solution could be drastic and extreme.
A WSU lab is the first to successfully test liquid hydrogen as a green fuel source in unmanned aerial vehicles. According to the Daily Evergreen, WSU is collaborating with Mississippi State University and Boeing to create a hydrogen-electric military drone. Coming up next, new findings from the Kentucky State Police on the Breonna Taylor shooting.
And newly acquired documents on President Trump's tax history. And Murrow News 8 returns.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find.
A ballistics report from the Kentucky State Police Department could not determine if Rod Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, shot on one of the police officers. The report contradicts statements from the Attorney General that say Walker fired the first shots. The Jefferson County grand jury also lists one of the primary reasons that the officers weren't charged in the killing of Taylor was Walker shooting first.
The New York Times discovered findings in President Donald Trump's tax returns. They show that President Trump paid only $750 in federal income tax in both 2016 and 2017. President Trump has only paid federal income tax in 5 of the last 15 years, according to the findings. The IRS says the average American paid just over $12,000 in their federal income tax in 2017, just about 16 times that paid by the president.
The first presidential debate between President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden will take place Tuesday. Chris Wallace will moderate the debate. He picked 6 topics: Trump and Biden's records, Supreme Court, COVID-19, the economy, race and violence in the U.S., integrity of the election. The 6th topic will be President Trump refusing to pledge to a peaceful transition of power if he loses the November election.
Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana and his wife Jennifer saved their granddaughter from a kidnapping Sunday night. The couple found the 9-month-old being held by an unknown woman. The Montanas asked for their granddaughter back, but to no avail. Jennifer then had to grab the baby out of the intruder's arms. The woman was later identified as Sodsai Dalzell. And it looks like we had some pretty clear skies today in Pullman, but what can we expect? Humayun Karam has a remote update on your weather. How's it looking, Humayun?
Well, yeah, I have a good news, guys. Hoodie season is coming back and temperature is dropping as we move into October. Today, the high in Pullman would be 72 and the low is 46. With cold winds, average at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, it's gonna be mainly sunny with high of 79 and low of 49. If we move to the state map, weather conditions in Spokane, Yakima, Tri-Cities, and Olympia remains sunny with temperature ranges between 70 to 80 degrees and low of 40 to 50. It's a little different for people in Seattle. The map shows they're gonna have little rain showers tonight. I would recommend them to take out their umbrellas. If we go to the 5cast in Pullman, from Monday to Thursday, the weather shows it's gonna be sunny, but the temperature would range between 70 to 80 and low would be 40 to 50. For Friday, it's gonna be little different because it shows it's gonna be partly cloudy, but no idea if it's gonna rain or not. That's all I have for now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Humayun. Coming up next, a local athlete made his NFL debut this weekend.
And what Russell Wilson had to say about the Seahawks victory over Dallas when Murrow News 8 returns.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
The Seattle Seahawks took on the Dallas Cowboys yesterday, winning 38-31. Russell Wilson threw 5 touchdown passes, setting a record for most scoring passes in the first 3 games of a season with 14. Wilson threw 315 yards. His last bit of fourth quarter magic ruined Dak Prescott's attempt at a second straight major comeback. Seattle travels to South Beach next weekend for a date with the Miami Dolphins. Catch that 10 a.m. kickoff Sunday. Spokane native and nephew of Mark Rypien, Brett Rypien, was on the Denver Broncos practice squad just 3 weeks ago. Rypien went 8 for 9 passing with 53 yards and an interception during Sunday's 28-10 loss to Tampa Bay. Rypien stepped in for Jeff Driscoll Sunday, leading the Broncos on an 11-play, 60-yard sequence during his lone offensive drive, completing 8 consecutive passes before being intercepted by Mike Edwards near the goal line. Tonight's game is Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Tampa Bay Lightning have a chance to win the Stanley Cup against the Dallas Stars. Tampa Bay leads the series 3-2 and has the chance to win their first Stanley Cup since 2004. Dallas is trying to force a Game 7, which could be on Wednesday. The Miami Heat beat the Celtics in a 125-113 victory in Game 6 on Sunday night. The Celtics saw their season and their time in the bubble come to an end. Take a look at what Jimmy Butler had to say after the victory.
About where we are right now going to the finals. This is what you want. We talked about it. We put that out there in the world, and I think all of that positive energy that we put out, it came back to us. We believed when not too many didn't. But that's okay. So we're going to keep believing and get these next 4.
Catch Game 1 of the series.
When we come back, today is a certain national celebration.
We'll tell you what when Murrow News 8 returns.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Thanks for tuning in tonight.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MurrowNews8, and you can find us on Facebook and Twitter for more information.